All brain activity, which allows us to think, remember, and reason, requires three critical elements: robust energy producing centers in the cell, called mitochondria, strong brain waves, and a healthy defense system. In an Alzheimer's patient, the energy producing centers in the cell have become dysfunctional, the brain waves weak and slow, and the defense system of the brain has been invaded by harmful microorganisms. Let's look closely at each one to understand how they play an important role in the development of Alzheimer's. Nerve cells in the brain, called neurons, have a far higher energy demand than any other type of cell, and their survival is totally dependent on the fuel created within the cells by the energy centers called mitochondria. In a healthy brain, the mitochondria function properly, providing sufficient energy for the body and brain to operate efficiently. In an Alzheimer's patient, the mitochondria are compromised and can't produce the needed energy to keep the brain's neurons alive. As a result, the brain is unable to clean house, the neurons die off, the brain shrinks, mental cognition declines, and chronic inflammation sets in with an accumulation of damaged cells, even cancer cells. Millions of people are affected by mitochondrial dysfunction. Brain activity is characterized by rhythmic electrical pulses called brain waves. They can be thought of as waves of the ocean. There are several different types, and each one varies in speed. The fastest brain waves are called gamma waves. The healthy brain naturally generates strong, fast gamma waves, which are critical for memory, perception, and cognition. However, in Alzheimer's patients, gamma waves have become weaker and slower. The brain accumulates toxic tau protein and sticky plaque, leading to the death of more neurons and the loss of memory. In times past, it was thought that the brain was a sterile environment. Neuroscientists have been surprised to discover that a compromised human brain is teeming with microbes and are beginning to discover that they play a role in neurodegenerative disorders like Alzheimer's. Studies have found harmful bacterial and fungal genetic material in brain tissues, particularly in those with Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative diseases. These harmful microbes invade the brain, colonize, and create a hostile environment. A compromised defense system of the brain appears to be linked to various neurological diseases, offering potential new treatment avenues. Standard medical care offers only one treatment: pharmaceutical drugs. These drugs come with serious side effects and fail to even stabilize the steady decline in cognitive function. As an alternative, what if there are profoundly effective, non-invasive, non-toxic therapies that can positively impact the cellular and electrical components of the brain and potentially reduce the harmful bacterial, viral, fungal load? What if they had the potential to halt the disease progression and even reverse it? A growing evidence base with many thousands of research studies and ongoing clinical trials from medical labs around the world support the idea that these therapies offer promising treatments that could help people restore normal brain function. Let's closely examine each therapy. Light therapy, called photobiomodulation, utilizes light to revive, repair, and restore brain tissue that has been compromised by injury or degeneration. LED lights of specific wavelengths and power density penetrate tissues and bone up to a depth of approximately 2 inches. The light is absorbed within the cell and boosts the power of the mitochondria to create new brain cells, protect developing brain cells responsible for memory, increase cerebral blood flow, provide greater oxygen availability and consumption, reduce toxicity, heal and regenerate damaged brain cells, improve brain signaling, and repair connectivity between the neurons. It can also enhance performance in normal tissues and cells as well, without any toxic side effects. You may be asking yourself, why haven't I heard of light therapy? If it really works, why isn't everyone using it? Is it really safe and effective? How long has it been around? Good questions. Although the use of light for therapeutic applications dates back to ancient times, LED technology has only been around since the 1960s, and their use in light therapy was first discovered in 1967. A little later in the 1990s, LED technology received some upgrades and became more efficient and cheaper to produce, but it took a while for them to catch on. Interestingly, as recent as 10 years ago, the general consensus was that light therapy was snake oil and only practiced by charlatans. Today, light therapy is acclaimed as being able to produce profound results for brain health and restoration by well-respected medical researchers and physicians around the globe. The use of LEDs in light therapy or photobiomodulation has made, and is continuing to make, major progress in obtaining recognition from authorities in medical schools, scholarly journals, the popular press and media, medical practitioners, therapists, and other bodies concerned with biomedical science. Sensory stimulation utilizes light and sound to strengthen brain waves by stimulating the senses of vision, hearing, and touch. Exposing the eyes to flickering light at a specific frequency entrains brain waves to become stronger and faster, and has widespread effects at the cellular level as well, provides a significant level of prevention against neuron degeneration, and reduces protein, amyloid beta, and plaque tau tangles by more than 40%. Applied to the ears, it produces a greater reduction of the amyloid beta and tau tangles and has other far-reaching effects extending to key parts of the brain, where both the creation of memories and reasoning takes place, and produces greater brain synchrony. Stimulating the sense of touch along with eye and ear stimuli produces additional dramatic effects. It preserves the neurons in the areas of the brain where tactile sensations are processed and where movement commands for the body are produced to increase motor abilities. Furthermore, it significantly reduces tau tangles by 200% in both regions of the brain. Once again, you may be asking yourself, why haven't I ever heard of sensory stimulation? Well, it's a more recent discovery dating back only 10 years. At its inception, brain waves were significantly and successfully enhanced through flickering light applied to the eyes. Recently, greater results benefiting more regions of the brain were discovered by also stimulating the sense of hearing and touch. Sensory stimulation is another remarkable discovery that is safe, effective, recognized and studied worldwide, and offers an impressive array of benefits for the brain. Now it is being studied as a possible therapy for MS patients as well, since it protects the myelin sheath. Currently, there are many more ongoing research studies using sensory stimulation. Frequency therapy uses sophisticated equipment that emits radio frequencies that can disrupt the vibrational states of pathogens and assist the body in destroying and eliminating harmful microorganisms without affecting healthy cells. With bacterial, fungal, and other possible viruses seen in the brain of Alzheimer's patients, frequency therapy could be an invaluable additional modality to help the body clear out harmful organisms, even organisms that are in the brain. It is based on the work of Royal Raymond Rife, with a remarkable history dating back more than 100 years. Some of the observable benefits of these therapies include improved attention, concentration, and judgment, improved visual and verbal memory, enhanced self-control and problem-solving skills, reduced aggression, increase in cognitive function and memory, and an increase in motor abilities performance tasks, just to name a few. Dr. Michael Hamblin, the world's leading authority on photobiomodulation at Harvard Medical School, states that light therapy can help almost any brain disorder, including traumatic brain injury, psychiatric diseases, neurodegenerative, and neurodevelopment diseases. Why purchase the BCX Lumina NeuroCap? It's the only instrument worldwide that combines the benefits of light therapy, all the advantages of sensory stimulation, and the healing potential of frequency therapy in one unit. The features: light therapy, 810 and 650 nanometer, pulsed at 40 and 10 Hz, 100 milliwatts per centimeter square, LEDs designed for optimal scalp contact. It's adjustable, comfortable, and modular. Sensory stimulation features: 40 Hz ambient for the eyes, 40 Hz sound for the ears, 40 Hz tactile for the touch. And the frequency therapy features: it has a wide range of frequencies, many pre-stored programs, and it's manufactured and serviced in the USA.